All right, we're back on here today, finally, and we're heading up to McPherson. Get a load of propane. We're going to Hoxie, Arkansas, but there's supposed to be some weather coming in tonight, and I'm not going to make it that far after I get loaded. Hopefully there's nobody up here. I can make it as far as I can. I got to stop by the yard, drop my paperwork off. It says wind chill, cold, plan your trip. That's my CB making all kinds of noises. So we're heading north into the cold. When I woke up, I unloaded in Perry, Arkansas, not Texas. I was thinking about the wreck that happened in Texas. That was horrible. I'm heading back from Perry, Arkansas. I unloaded propane this morning. I probably should have videoed it because it was a horrible place to back into. And the tanks, my paperwork said I needed to go to Perryville, Arkansas. And Perry, Arkansas was right before Perryville. So the tanks were in Perry, but the place where I was supposed to go was in Perryville. There was a tank there, but it was all capped off, and it's like they ain't used it in 20 years. So I had to wake up this morning, make some phone calls, because I got there at 11 o'clock last night. It's probably a good thing because it was pretty difficult to back in there. Sorry, there's people all around me here. I gotta pay attention to them. Anyways, it was pretty difficult to back in there this morning. It's real narrow Arkansas back road. Muddy. It was frozen at least, but it's muddy there a little bit. And you had to back into a real tight place. But I got it in there. We stopped down there in Arkansas and got us a brisket sandwich today. There's a place in Alma, Arkansas. It's called Hilltop Truck Stop. And they've got brisket sandwiches and stuff like that. So I had to stop in there and give me a brisket sandwich. And if you ever go in there, make sure you get the hot barbecue, the spicy barbecue sauce. Oh, it's so good. Woo! I stop in there every time and get one. It's probably a good thing I don't go down there all the time. I'd weigh 500 pounds. I like brisket sandwiches. That's about the only time I really go out to eat, if I go down there. And they got a restaurant there. They'll make you a brisket plate and stuff. It's pretty good. So we're in Park City, Kansas. We have 41 miles to McPherson until we can make it up there, get loaded. Hopefully we get loaded, and hopefully it's not this 3-hour crap that's been happening every time I go up there. Hopefully it's, an hour and gone, because I'm trying to beat a little bit of this weather so I can get down the road a little bit. I say it's going to be pretty bad. I hope not, but I got to go over across 60, down 63, which is curvy. Hopefully it's not bad, to Hoxie, which is quite a ways down there. We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. That's all you can do. So we're just rambling on, driving down the road. I think this is the exit. Yeah, this exit for our yard. So I'm not stopping. I'm going to go get loaded first. Then we're going to come back down and drop paperwork off, probably take a shower and hammer down across 400 so we can hopefully make it a couple 100 miles tonight. I'm pretty tired right now. I had to go down there but between Perry and Perryville, Arkansas, there's a big freaking hill. It's pretty curvy too. It's almost like the mountains. But I didn't really need to even go over that hill. That's what kind of aggravated me. So I got over there last night, went to the place I was unloading, supposed to unload, parked there, took my flashlight out. I was like, where the heck do you unload this thing? I walked around the tank 3 or 4 times, thinking, well, maybe there's a place. Nope. So there was a truck stop about 7 miles up the road. I had to climb the hill back. Wake up this morning, text the guy, ask him where tank was. He gave me the driver's number, and I called the driver, and he told me where it was at, which I kind of found it on Google Earth first, but I wanted to make sure I was in the right spot. Our dispatcher's sick today, so I haven't bothered him. He put a load on there, and I just coming back up here and got it. But right now, roads are good. It's 15 degrees. It's going to be cold loading. And that's about all we got going on. The people seem pretty happy. Alright, we're going to get off here. We'll probably put this video up tonight. And later, dudes. Well, I got loaded last night. Went to the yard and went to bed. We're going to Hoxie, Arkansas. And this is what I've been running in most of the day. But it hasn't been this bad until now. It's really not even that bad. I can go speed limit, but that left lane is kind of iffy. I got Walmart up there, and I think he's going to get off on the next exit, so I'm just holding off. I don't like getting in that snow-covered left lane. It didn't start snowing until I got here to Missouri. I'm over by, I don't know what the name of the town is, Norton, Missouri? We'll see. Norwood, Missouri. Then we got Mountain Grove, Missouri on Highway 60. Walmart, come on. I've only seen maybe 2 cars in the ditch, but they've been cars. They weren't 4-wheel drive vehicles. Just slid off the road. Probably had bald tires or something. I don't understand why people are out on this. It's Sunday. You think they'd be at home, except in the warm, like that little car over there, Chevy Bolt. No way. I've got 80,000 pounds holding me to the ground, so it's just as good as 4-wheel drive. I mean, you could still slide off the road, but it ain't quite that bad. Now the question is, it's not bad here, but what happens when I get to Arkansas? Arkansas is 2-lane, curvy, hilly, stuff like that. Yeah, I stopped at the yard, took a shower. I was pretty much 30 minutes. I had to fuel up, so I got number 1 fuel to put in my tank. Left my truck running all night because I didn't want it to gel up. I've seen a lot of guys on the side of the road gelled up this time of year. It's 8 degrees right now. It's supposed to get in the negatives. So you always want to leave your truck running, and you always want to add fuel additive to it, or number 1 fuel. Number 1 fuel is quite a bit better than that number 2 fuel. Number 1, it doesn't gel up as quick. It's got to get really, really cold for that. But I didn't add additive to this tank. But the last tank I had some Love's fuel in there, and that's blended fuel with, like, I don't know, soybean oil or whatever the heck they put in it. So I added some additive to it, so I got down to below a quarter of a tank and decided to just top her off with number 1. Well, it may be blended fuel, but it looks like number 1 fuel. Pretty clear. Gotta love it. still better than the mountains. Oh, come on, guys. I think we got a big hill coming up here. I don't know, I'm just rambling on. Springfield wasn't too bad. It was pretty clear. The roads were pretty clear. Kansas, in spots when you went downhill and uphill, it was pretty iffy. I should be pretty close to Norwood. No, Mountain Grove. I've already passed Norwood. Kansas, like, there's a big hill out there with a rest area on 400. It was pretty covered. The crazy thing is, I've had like two-wheel drive Camaros pass me in the left lane, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Yeah, this is a pretty good hill. You know, it doesn't really bother me going uphill. It's downhill that bothers me. Because your trailer slides out from underneath you, you're done. You can pull the Johnny bar down here, which is trailer brakes. Kind of ease on that. Make sure, yep, here comes someone around me. I hope they don't wipe me out. See how covered that lane is? People just fucking freaking flying up there. Sorry for my language. I just don't like when people do stupid things. Just because you got four-wheel drive and stuff like that doesn't mean you can drive in snow as fast as you want. People are in too much of a hurry these days. Go, 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 go. Take your time and enjoy life. There goes Oakley. I haven't slid a tire yet. I've kind of tried to spin them on, you know, bridges and stuff, but slow down, like taking off from a light. I tried like heck to spin them on a bridge back here, but I think Missouri did a pretty good job of treating the roads. Mountain Grove, Missouri. I've been to that Kubota dealer there on the left. I've been to quite a few places in this town. There's like a feed mill down in town. I've delivered fat to them before. It wouldn't be so bad if the wind wasn't blowing. That's what keeps blowing me over here. But there's a feed mill south of town here. Unloaded fat there. I got a story about that. Well, it's not a big road story or anything, but I went down there and unloaded. I had a rear load, but it was a spring ride, so I couldn't let the axles down. Well, where you unloaded leaned to the front, so I unloaded as much as I could, and I ended up taking a tank wash. Well, they ended up charging me like $250 for all the gallons that were left in there. Then the company I worked for ended up charging that to me. So I threw a big fit about that. I told them I could go find a job anywhere else, blah, blah, blah. I don't like being charged for stuff I can't control. But we hauled belly dumps. That's what you usually hauled, so you really didn't have to worry about that. But they gave me this rear load spring ride trailer to haul this one. Well, I hauled it for quite a while. And I couldn't get it high enough to get all the product out of the front, so they charged me $207. But as you can see, I don't work for them anymore. Not a very good company, so I like it where I'm at. and they like me just fine too. So you always, there's good and bad about any company you work for. Any company. You're like, oh, this is going to be the greatest company in the world. Not always. What are you doing, Walmart? Why are we pushing on the brakes? I think he might be getting off right here. I don't know. Irritating. I just don't understand why there's so many people out today. Stay home, eat a bowl of chili. There's nothing out here. I know it's Valentine's Day, but why be out in this? You gotta go to work tomorrow anyways. What's tomorrow's President's Day? I still gotta work. Yeah, everybody's getting off at Mountain Grove except for Walmart. I figure Walmart, there's a Walmart right there. I figured he'd be getting off to unload there, but I guess not. Let's see, I got 2 hours and 17 minutes. It's 3, 4, 5. I mean, I just got enough time to make it there. I'll probably still have to take a 30-minute break. Probably still have to take a 30-minute break. Going to Hoxie, it's down 63 from West Plains, go south. Through all the curves. What's the name of that town down there? Thayer, Missouri. Then you go through. You got to go around a little town that I can't remember what the name is. In Arkansas. Trucks can't go through the middle of town because it's so narrow. Used to, trucks would go through there and people would open their doors and you just rip them right off. I wonder if I got enough runway to pass him. He's not doing too bad. Nah, I think I'll just stay behind him for a little bit. I don't want to get out of that left lane and spin out, you know. It's not bad, but I probably could get over there. Seen a DOT on top of a bridge back there. There's snowplow. I've seen a ton of snowplows going that way, but I ain't seen a ton going this way. It's like a dry snow, and it's just kicking it up in the air. That's all it's doing. It's not bad. It's just annoying. I probably could have been down here already. Alright, we're going to get off here and we'll post this video tonight. Later, dudes. It is cold outside. I don't know if you can see how red my face is. It's 20 degrees outside. I came down through 63 and it wasn't bad, but these cars, you know, just regular cars, were getting stuck on hills. So I would have to stop in the middle of a hill and wait for them to get unstuck so I could go up the hill. And I almost got stuck going up the hill just because I had to stop. But we made it down to Hoxie. It is cold as molasses. Woo! So it's kind of an old place, but it doesn't seem too bad. I had to get a gate code. I get a hold of the guy that takes care of this and get the gate code and freeze my babushka off. Someone's sitting with someone. I don't know what it was. Anyways, my nose is cold. Face is cold. It's icy outside, so you gotta watch your step when you get outside. And me and my wife are going to go look at some land when we get home, so bonus. We're thinking about, you know, having some cows, chickens, Well, we got chickens already, but we want to do a bigger chicken thing where we could sell meat birds or sell the meat and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. We're going to try it over the spring, summer, and then we'll go from there. We're going to do about 50 birds, maybe 100. Do it twice. Man, my hands are cold too. Ooh, I need my big gloves. And have some cows for meat, stuff like that. Just so more self-sufficient. We got a big garden already. I mean, I got to fix the tractor so I can plow the damn thing, but I can't plow it right now. The ground's completely frozen. And I'll take you outside and show you what's going on and show you how cold and slick it is. Watch your step. So we're out here. Still snowing. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's still snowing. So we're unloading right here. And this thing's making like a weird humming noise, so I don't know what's up with it. Just as long as it keeps unloading, I don't care. I think it's because it's going into like a 2-inch line. I don't know what it is. Everything's open. Let's see, let's follow this. There's nothing there. My hands are cold. There's nothing there. That valve's open. That ain't went up any. I'm sure it's going. We'll see. Yeah, it's going. It's like it's something's not open, but everything's open. I wonder if that. Oh, that's a rock. Make sure that yeah, that valve's still open. There's no valve along here. That valve's open, so everything's open. Oh. I'm sorry you can't see me right now, but snow is built up on my lights. Woo! I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's look at them lights. Can you see that snow? Yeah, you can see the snow coming down. So I gotta drive back on that empty. My freaking hands are cold. Snow's built up all over my truck. We're just gonna stay in the warm. I'm gonna see if my big gloves are in here. Yeah, there's one. There's two. Gotta have my big gloves. Woo! Let's get back in this